So I think, so what we've discussed is like, there's going to be some level of comfort level when it comes to offline teaching scenario. So the students usually would be from the same locality, and there will be less of the cultural shocks. That's what we've identified. There'll be richer understanding because the students can clarify their doubts immediately, and the body language is going to be heavily visible. So given all of those, I think like these are some of the benefits that we've listed down.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
we just to add on, we also thought about it would be more also helping them with peer learning when they are together. Okay, one thing. Another, it would be whatever the work which is being given to the students. If they're doing right in front, it's verifiable. If it's proof, like it's there right in front of us. Because when they are doing it online, there are good chances of copy pasting or something like that. So that is again a very beneficial benefit for both the teacher and the learner. So it is no wasting time when when I've given work to my students, they go home, they copy paste, and the next day I am actually figuring it out from the Google, and then giving them a proof that this is what you have done. And it becomes a very negative environment. So yeah, when it is there right in front of you, you teach them that this is how we can find out you have copy pasted, and please avoid it. So that is one benefit. Okay, coming to how teachers can exploit them. Again, yes, being in the same city, same culture, apart from the activities what are there in the class, we can also have a social gathering to have a more of comfort zone with the students. Also, when we are celebrating certain festivals or something where we can teach them a lot of things related to speaking or related to writing, so all that makes a huge difference. Now, coming to the possible challenges, again, Ojasvi, would you want to start or shall I?
You can continue, Dustin.
Okay, thanks. Okay, now with the challenges, what we said, the level of the students differ definitely when they're in the same class, and we are not able to segregate them. Like if I want to take reading for today, then definitely it would be difficult if different level of students are together. Uh, and also the maturity level. Some students are not that serious. They are just undergrads. Some are going for their masters. So the level of maturity differs again. But again, as we can do it in offline, here also we can divide them into groups according to their level. Also add on one weaker point or weaker person in that group who the others could push him and push him and get the work done. So this is what we thought of when it came to the possible challenges and how we work around them. So yeah, that's it. Anything Ojasvi you would like to add or
I
something
think
we
one of
missed
the
out?
challenges to add is like, if it's like online classes, then you can actually arrange for a replacement class if like the teacher is not available at that point of time. But then it usually gets difficult when you have offline classes. You have to like arrange for a classroom. You need to make sure that the classroom is available. So logistics maybe, right? So those kind of issues might just arise.
That does not arise because internet connection is there, so you can join the class from anywhere. For the teacher, the advantage is that the teacher gets a variety of students from various places, not limited only to the local area which is there in the offline classes. Also, the other advantage is that a teacher has a lot of online resources which the teacher could use for making the class more interesting and more active, so to say. Ritika, would you go for question number two?
Sure. So how do learners benefit from them? The first benefit that they get is they are able to modify and customize the accessibilities according to their needs. For example, if somebody needs louder sound, so they can arrange for speakers, or somebody needs to zoom in with the text size, they can use a wider screen or simply play around with that. Another thing is all of them get a personal attention because teacher can see all the faces at once in front of her, so she's able to see if somebody is looking around or not, and they get the personal attention from the teacher. Uh, Azra, over to you for the third one.
Uh,
How can
I would
teachers?
like As Azra, if I could add to that second question, another point that just came to my mind, the learner can benefit in the sense that they do not have the fear of asking their doubts, because in a classroom they may feel afraid of the peer pressure that may not allow them to clarify certain doubts because of that fear that will be ridiculed or something. But in an online class, since it's a one-to-one, the teacher, he can that child does not have that fear, or he can even put the question in a box. Actually, another thing is, I found that the the child, because they are generally the classrooms will be recorded, so the child will be able to, even if suppose he can't attend the class or she can't attend the class, then they can fall back on the recordings which are available. That's all. Azra, okay, you could go on for question 3.
Thank you.
How can teachers exploit them? First of all, like a teacher can give more attention. Like if there are limited students, you can just give personal attention to the students also, and the students can also learn. Like there is no need for them. Like there is no distraction. Like they have to take notes. Whatever the teacher is saying, write them down. Write them down. They can just take pictures or screenshots of whatever the PDF. The teacher sends them PDF of whatever is done in the class, like we do, and then they can go for group discussions like we do, like breakout rooms. You can do group activities. Through that also they can learn a lot of things. So yeah. And Ritika, sorry, Chris, can you take the fourth one?
Fourth one, what are the 3 possible challenges? Okay, the challenges. First of all, the teacher may find it difficult to monitor, in the sense that whether the child is paying attention or not. Especially, a child can be and mark his attendance and or her attendance, and then later on switch off the camera. So the teacher has no means of knowing whether the child is present or not. Afterward, he can just disappear. The second challenge we found was that there's a chance of plagiarism. I mean, a child getting especially in a written assignment, getting it done by means of use of AI, and then it becomes difficult to understand whether the plagiarism has been done. So again, a false picture. And then uh, another thing that I felt another short challenge was there, that all students may not be present all at all classes. So I mean, like, the first thing is that they switch off their camera, but the second thing, they may not be present. So again, there's no control about the number. Whereas in an offline class, the children will be there in the class at that specific time. Here, they may just bunk the class. Anything else you want to add, Ritika and Azra?
Network details, like we discussed. Like not everyone has a proper network connection at all times. That is a very it's a very good bad
Very valid point. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
very
very valid.
important thing. Yeah, and proper devices also they need every time. Like you need a proper device to have a connection at all times. That is also there. Ritika, anything else?
Adding on to that, if the strength is really big in size, so it becomes difficult for a single teacher to manage everyone together. You can't do a 30-40 students in one online batch. So that's the challenge. Now, the ways to work around these challenges is, number one, you can have a small sized batch, maybe divided into different time, so that you can cater to. For cameras and everything, like we do, we can set the expectations right in the beginning of the class that this has to be done, and can mention the consequences along with it, based on the age appropriate levels of the student. Uh, that way, instead of giving them something to do at their home, we can encourage more on-spot activities, which does not give them a time to copy paste from somewhere, or take use of AI based resources and then just be prompt when they are speaking. Yeah, these can be the possible solutions. And another thing, if the student size has to be the batch size has to be really big, the teacher can take help of a facilitator who can check with the network disputes or anything in the background. So that teacher is focused on the lesson teaching.